Mishka, and welcome back to my channel. So, in today's episode of Cinderella Phenomenon... Oh wait, hold on. I need to turn this down. Oh my god. Why is this so loud? So sorry, y'all. Alright. But yeah, hello everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Cinderella Phenomenon. And today, this is still loud. Oh my gosh. So sorry. Yeah, so today, it is official. We are finally starting the last route of Cinderella Phenomenon. And it's bittersweet because, you know, like, it's been a good ride with these characters. And I'm kind of ready for it to be over. So then we can move on to other games and stuff. And there's another game, like, it's like a prequel or sequel. I don't know, sequel, whatever. It's kind of like an epilogue, like Are Like Not Forever. It's like it's like what happens after this game. So I've been wanting to do that one for a while, but it's also bitter because I don't want it to end. I like these characters. I love how the story has gone so far. Like, it's been so fun. But yeah, everyone. So we are going to be starting Waltz's route. And if you guys have not seen the last 4 routes, I recommend you go and watch it, because otherwise you won't understand what's going on. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. But before we get started, make sure this is... I'm already messing up my words. But before we get started, make sure to subscribe and share this video with your friends so they can find out about my amazing channel just like I right now. So yeah, let's get into it. I hope you enjoy. And so, just like the past 4 or 3 routes, I've just gone to where we first encounter the person you are doing with. That's Waltz, and this is where we first encounter him. Oh, Lucette, look, a street performance. It's been so long since I last watched one, and this is in the prologue where we're in town for like the first time in like 5 years. Street performance. Hi, Waltz. Good day, everyone. My name is Waltz, and I'm here to spread some happiness and magic. Oh! It's been so long since I've read the prologue. The boy named Waltz snaps his fingers and colorful flower petals start to rain down from the sky. Ah! Isn't that pretty, Lucette? Oh. And are those the princesses over there? It is an honor to have you in attendance. Please accept this humble gift. He snaps his fingers and white lilies appear in his hand. Aw. Take it. Oh, thank you. Oh. Lucette. The boy looks at me as if expecting some kind of reaction. When he gets nothing from me, he sighs and gives me a wary smile. I hope to see you again during my next show. We'll definitely try. He gracefully bows before moving back into his area to perform more magic tricks for a gathering crowd. There are performances like this all around Angielle. I love them. Maybe someday we'll get to see some musicians too. Those are my favorite. Okay, yeah, and we're just gonna skip this. Okay, yeah. Yeah, and then we're cursed. Alright. Okay. Didn't we go right? Didn't we go left before for karma? Yes, okay, yeah. Hey, this way. No time to talk, princess. How do you know who I am? There's another one coming. Stop running, you two. Ah, come on. The boy grabs my wrist and pulls me after him. Oh my god. He takes off with a sudden burst of speed, and then I'm even running even faster than I just was. I'm not entirely convinced following him is a good idea, but at least the boy seems to have a better sense of direction than me. Ow. Oh. Our running causes rocks in the pathway to come loose, and before I notice them in my path, I step down hard on them. A sharp pain shoots up into my foot, and I collapse to the ground. It hurts. Princess! I try to stand, but the pain in my feet is unbearable. I fall back down into the dirt with a gasp. I can't. We've got you now. Just hand over your coins, and neither of you will get hurt. I won't let you touch her. Ha! Says the little boy. Well. What is this ghastly sight before me? 2 adults threatening a child and a lady. A child! How may I gentlemanly? What are the likes of you even doing around this neighborhood? You asking to get fleeced? Asking, perhaps I am in the mood for a scuffle. Oh, okay. The nobleman brandishes his sword, his expression confident, maybe even cocky. Show me what you've got, sirs, and please don't bore me. Who are these people? I ain't dealing with this for the money. He's got a sword. What? Come back here, you coward. The two of us can take him. I think your friend has the right idea. I'm not the type to show mercy. This is way too much trouble for a little gold. You're late. Sorry, kid. You know how hard it is for me to be invisible around here. Wait, what did you just call me? At ease, small one. These two know each other? I don't even know what's going on anymore. I feel ill. My head is pounding. My feet feel simultaneously like they are frozen on fire. My stomach rumbles, the hunger coming back with a vengeance. My body feels light. Hey, princess. Princess! Calm down. Parfait will be able to help her. But for now, we need to move before anyone else sees us. Yeah. Don't worry, you're safe now. Aww! Everything is fading. Okay, and... a dream. Yeah, we're just gonna skip all this. No. Skip all this. Oh, wait, can I just go here? Yeah, sure. Whom should I ask? Okay, here we go. Waltz. He was just here earlier. Maybe he went back inside? Oh, what is that? Oh! I stop and stare at the small orbs of light floating around the room. What is going on? No, this isn't it. Cool. I watch in awe as Waltz snaps his fingers and all the orbs disappear with a pop. Oh, princess, what are you doing? Practicing my next magic trick. I still haven't perfected it. How come you are able to use magic? Are you a witch? A fairy? A good magician never reveals his secrets. Right. Did you need anything? I take a deep breath. Can you teach me about goodness? Huh? Why do you look so surprised? Well, it's just that I didn't think you'd come to me for help. If you don't want to. No, that's not it at all. I'm happy you asked me. What would you like to know about goodness? How do you do a good deed? That was a very broad question. I don't think I can give you a specific example. Then how do I do good? The easiest way to do good is to make someone happy. So a good deed would involve making someone happy. How do I do that? Alright. Oh, is this a broom? Ah! Ah! I missed you, Mr. Broom! Ah! Stop. Who should I ask for help today? Asked Waltz again. I found Waltz sitting in the corner of the tavern reading a book. You didn't strike me as the kind of person that would read books. I'm gonna take that as a compliment. Though to be honest, I wouldn't be reading this if it wasn't preparing for one of my shows. I don't just do magic shows, I perform puppet shows as well. Oh, that's cool. I have to be familiar with several bedtime stories for those. You should come with me sometime. The children are always so happy at the shows. You might get one of your good deeds helping out. I've never been around children for extended amounts of time. You've got to be patient too. Children can be difficult to handle. You speak as if you aren't a child yourself. That's because I'm not a child. Waltz hates it when he's treated like a child, especially when Karma teases him about it. Besides, patience isn't just for children. It's necessary in a lot of situations. I would guess you might need to work on that. Excuse me? Waltz shrugs and with an awkward smile returns to his book. Okay. Can we just get to the route? Yeah. Here we go. Okay. Where's Waltz? Waltz! Chapter 3, Peter Pan. Oh, I forgot he had the Peter Pan curse. I wonder if we're gonna get like more time with like Tinkerbell in the Box or whatever, or Neverland as it's called. I decided that I cannot waste any more time. The next day, I searched for Waltz as soon as the broom stops dragging me around. I swear he was just here a while ago. Anise, have you seen Waltz? Oh, I just saw him walk back inside. Oh, okay. I find him talking with Parfait and Delora in the reception area. All of them are speaking in solemn whispers. As soon as Parfait and Delora notice me, they break off their conversation with Waltz. Both the witch and the fairy step away from Waltz. Excuse us, princess. What? Well, that's weird. I watched curiously as Delora and Parfait leave the room without another word to me. What were they talking about? Waltz turns in my direction and smiles. Morning, princess. I turn towards Waltz and watch as he begins to put some puppets on the table into a box. Are these toys yours? These? They're for a show I'm doing later. I wouldn't be playing with these things at my age. You look 12. I do not see how that is too old to be playing with dolls. I told you before, didn't I? I have the Neverland curse. He never explained what his curse was. I'm actually older than you are. Oh, wow. Okay. I find that hard to believe. You don't know the story of Peter Pan, do you? It is not my fault that Mother had all the fairy tales removed from the palace. When I do not answer, Waltz only sighs and gives me a small smile. I'll assume that's a yes. Peter Pan is a boy who lives in Neverland. It's a place where no one ever grows up. I'm stuck in a child's body as a result of my curse. I won't revert to my real form until my curse is broken. Then how old are you really? Oh, wow, you're 22? What? Oh my gosh. I can only stare in shock at Waltz's childish appearance. It is hard to believe that he is actually older than I am. Wow, you are old. I've never liked being treated as a child. That's never changed. Even when I was a child, I didn't like it. But let me assure you that it is much more annoying being treated like a child by someone who's younger than you. Waltz strains with the box in his arms. Now, if my princess will excuse me. He turns to leave. Where are you going? I have a show to do today. Waltz does so many puppet and magic shows. How will he help me break my curse if he is never around? I'll go with you. What? I might accomplish a good deed if I come to one of your shows. That's true, but... Waltz sighs. I'm not sure it's a good idea. There are bad witches out there. Oh, there is an evil witch right here in the marching, but no one is protecting me from her. Are you talking about Delora? Who else would I be referring to? Waltz stares at me for a long moment, eyes thoughtful. He sets the box down on the table again. Don't go anywhere. I'll ask Lady Parfait first. Of course. He leaves the room and I lean over the box on the table and see a pile of carefully detailed puppets. Everything looks homemade. I used to sew my own puppets before Mother found out and forbid me from making them. She told me that sewing was not something a crown princess should do. What? That's interesting. Interested? Oh. Waltz's footsteps are so soft that I do not even notice that he has returned to the room until I see him standing before me. I step away from the box. How does he move so quietly? Permission granted. Come on, the show starts in an hour. I watch as Waltz sets up a small booth on the street where I'd first seen him with Emmeline. Back then, I never thought I would see him again. It's nice to see you actively trying to break your curse. I shrug. I am not convinced this will work, but Parfait said that if I partnered up with someone, I might be able to break my curse faster. So you chose to partner with me? His tone of voice startles me. He sounds both happy and sad. Was he lying when he said he wanted to help me, that everyone in the marching was willing to help me? Would you rather I pick someone else? No. Oh. I jump at his sudden reaction. Waltz awkwardly clears his voice. No, I'll do everything I can to help you. Aw, that's so sweet. Waltz heads for the back of the booth. I begin to follow him, but am forced to stop when he holds out his hand. You haven't had enough training to be my personal assistant yet, princess. What? I stare at him puzzled. I never said I wanted to be your personal assistant. And training? Why would one need training to assist with a children's show? You might just be able to snag a good day if you agree to become my assistant, you know. There was a teasing twinkle in Waltz's eyes as he waves me off. But until you're ready, you should stay with the children and just watch the show. I think you'll enjoy the story. I recommend getting a place up front. You'll be able to see all the action that way. When I do not move, Waltz sighs and smiles at me. I promise the children won't bite you unless you bite them first. Oh, fine. That's my star. What? Star? Okay. He disappears around the back, leaving me alone. In no time at all, people begin to gather. Soon there is an impressive audience around Waltz's small booth. I look at the group of children that are clustered as close as possible to the front. They are all clearly excited for the show to start. I used to do puppet shows with my dolls too. I felt less alone when I pretended my dolls could talk. And I am still alone. Nothing has changed. I sigh as I sidestep to allow someone else to stand beside me. I am surprised to see that the person is an adult. I look out at the gathering crowd of people and find that there is an equal or almost equal ratio of children and adults. Why would adults be at something as childish as a puppet show? Hello, everyone. An excited silence falls over the area as Waltz's voice rises above the crowd. I, Waltz, am here once again to share another story with you. I hope you enjoy the show. Once upon a time, there was a village whose people were always happy. But one day, an evil witch found the village. The evil witch carried darkness deep in her heart. She was jealous of the townsfolk who were filled with so much light and happiness. If I cannot be happy, the evil witch said, then no one can be happy. How overly dramatic. I almost jump when I feel a tug on my dress. I look down and see a little boy pulling at the hem of my skirt, though his eyes remain focused on the puppets. I don't like her. That witch, she's bad. His grip on my skirt tightens. He is wrinkling my dress. I guess remove his hand. I reach down and pry the boy's hand off my skirt, but the boy moves faster than me. The moment I pull his hand away, he quickly refastens his grip, this time around my hand. Oh, hey. The boy does not move his hand. In fact, his hold only tightens so much that I find it impossible to pull my hand away. There's no way I can let him go without causing a scene. Now I'm going to be stuck holding the hand of a little boy I do not know until the end of the show. How did this happen? Darkness spread over the village. The people began to suffer. They forgot what happiness felt like. One villager decided to leave and find a good witch that would help save everyone from the evil witch. The villager knew it would be very dangerous, for if he were discovered, the evil witch would certainly kill him and his family. But the man knew he had to try if he ever wanted to see the other villagers smile again. Many days later, the man finally returned with a good witch whose heart was as filled with light as the evil witch's was filled with darkness. The good witch, unable to bear the sight of the villagers suffering, decided to help them. She cast a powerful spell that would send the evil witch away and save the village at the cost of her own life. Oh, wow. Once the spell was cast, the darkness disappeared from the village. To this day, the people of the village are said to carry the good witch's light within them, and everyone lived happily ever after. But aren't all witches evil? That's simply not true. I've met a good witch, one with a heart more light and loving than any fairies. More of the children begin to ask questions. I sigh, unable to do anything except wait while Waltz's mom bothered with questions. Thank you. Oh. The boy that took my hand gives it one last squeeze before running off to join his friends. Oh, what did he thank me for? Once the audience finally leaves, Waltz comes out from behind the booth and smiles up at me. The show was a success. Princess, there was a boy. He thanked me even though I did nothing for him. The little boy who was with you, but you did do something. You held his hand. I did not want to. I realized that when I saw the annoyed look on your face. It would have been good of you to do it if you'd meant to calm him down. What? That boy was really frightened by the evil witch in the show. He thanked you because you held his hand and stayed with him even when he was scared. Sometimes just having someone beside you when you're afraid is enough. Having someone beside you. I think back on all the times I felt scared. Mother always told me to hide my fear and to never cry because it made me appear weak. I could never ask her for her help. And the king was never there for me. Every time I was afraid, I was always alone. I shake off the memories and realize that Waltz is asking me a question. What did you think of the show? It was short and simple. That's it? I created that entire show, you know. Story, characters, everything. It could have been better. You wound me. Oh my god. I'm terrible for laughing at that. I'm only laughing because Karma used to say that a lot and he was just dramatic about it. I have nothing more to say and Waltz seems disheartened by my silence. You always complimented my stories? What? Even when they were silly? What? Whilst telling me stories, I do not recall such a thing. He makes it sound as if we'd known each other for a long time. No way! Is that foreshadowing? I think it is. Wait, y'all have known each other? What? Before I can ask him for clarification, he changes the topic. Do you mind accompanying me to the toy shop before we head back? Do I have a choice? Waltz's lips quirk with a smile as he picks up his materials. You might have fun, princess. Come on. This is the shop I went to before I was cursed. Feel free to look around, princess. I won't be too long. I nod at him before walking over to the doll display. The dolls here are actually beautiful, but with the gold I have left, I wouldn't be able to afford even one. I miss my dolls. Papa, I want that one. The sound of a little girl's voice draws my attention. I look around the store before spotting a little girl pointing at a big teddy bear. She looks expectantly at the man beside her. That must be her father. The man shakes his head, his eyes filled with regret. We can't afford that one, dear. Could you choose something else? The little girl looks like she is on the verge of bawling. I back away, fearing that the child might throw a tantrum. Instead, she rubs at her eyes before looking up at her father with a slow smile. I understand. The man smiles and pats her head. Thank you for understanding, sweetheart. You're being so grown up. I only need you and Mama to be happy. I love you, Papa. I love you too. Oh, that's so sweet. The king has never once told me that he loved me. He must be better without me. Oh my god. Do I even belong in the palace anymore? Oh. Papa, look, the king. Oh, what? The moment I hear her say his title, I quickly rush from the toy shop. What? Hail the king! Long live the king! Hail King 𝐀𝐻𝐿. He is the first one I see, mounted on his favorite white stallion as he waves at everyone. I spot Ophelia, Rod, and Emily with him mimicking his motions. The king used to invite me to join him before, but I always declined. He always went out alone. Once a month, the king sets out to check on the conditions of the kingdom in person. It is his way of bonding with the townsfolk. Oh, that's cool. The Order of Chaldea are trusts behind the royal family, Zoroaster at the head, but there is one particular person that is missing. It is strange that Fritz isn't here. Oh, we all know what happened with him. The parade is an impressive sight. The crowds lining the streets become denser with each passing second. I weave around the mess of people in an attempt to get closer to the king. Thank you, everyone. He is smiling, a true smile. I've never seen him smile like that at me. A heaviness begins to weigh down my heart. Suddenly it becomes harder to breathe. Please look this way. Please look at me. The king is looking happier these days, isn't he? I don't think I've ever seen him so joyful. It must be his family. Happier? What? All I want is for the king to look at me, to see me, but he does not so much as glance my way once. I stare at the ground with glary eyes. He's happy without me. Aww. I return to the toy shop with a heavy heart. The little girl from earlier is standing with her father by the door. He ruffles her hair before holding out his hand to her with a smile. He takes it with a giggle and the two walk off together. A hot ache sinks through my blood as I watch them leave. Is this jealousy? I reach up and clutch at my chest. My heartbeats feel painful. This is a terrible feeling. Princess Lucette. I stare at Waltz, temporarily stunned by the fact that he called me by my name and not my title. Are you okay? Despite myself, I find my eyes drawn back to the little girl and her father as they stand just outside the door to the toy shop. Princess. I am fine. You don't look fine to me at all. Out of the corner of my eye, I see the little girl and her father as they disappear into the crowd outside the toy shop. I am. You still act up even though you're hurting inside. I am not. Here. Oh, a napkin. What is this for? In case you suddenly feel like crying. I am not going to cry. I am not that weak. Waltz frowns when I do not take the handkerchief from him. He puts it back into his pocket with a shake of his head. Crying doesn't make you weak, princess. Waltz's gaze moves to the set of teddy bears displayed on one of the shelves. He is quiet for a few moments before he speaks. He's affected by the curse. What? The king. He can't remember you because of the curse. That doesn't mean he never cared about you. That's the reason you look so down, right? I was looking outside. I saw the way you looked at him. Doesn't he know that it's rude to stare? Oh, and how did I look? Hurt. I turn away before Waltz can see the frustration on my face. He loves you, you know, more than you'll ever know. And how would you know that? You don't know him at all. Everyone has their own ways of expressing their love. I'm sure he has his own ways. By not being there when I needed him, he has never acted like a father to me. Princess, don't pretend to know what my life at the palace was like, Waltz. This conversation is over. Let us return to the march-in. What's this? Look at what I drew. Lucette, you know you're not meant. Okay, this is with her father. Okay, so this is okay. Lucette, you're not meant to be in here, but I drew this picture of us. See, that is Mother and me, and you are holding Mother's hand. Go play somewhere else, Lucette. I'm busy. But you are always busy, Father. I just want to go to your mother. I'm sure she is looking for you. Wow. Okay. I am vaguely aware of moonlight in my room when I sit up on my bed, heart beating painfully fast. What was I dreaming about? It felt like I was dreaming about the king, but why now? A few days have already passed since I saw him. I fall back onto the bed. I close my eyes and once again attempt sleep, but it hovers stubbornly out of my reach. Oh, what was that? Oh, what was that? Who could be making that noise at this time of night? I step out of my bed and head out inside to investigate. There's no one here. That sound. It's coming from the tavern. Ooh. Check or don't check? Check. Because, I want to know. I slowly turn the knob and open the door. Hello? Oh, it's the broom. The broom begins to hop toward me. I begin to back away. It's the middle of the night. There is no way I'm going to sweep now. But the broom just hops past the cower behind me. Oh, what? That's some broom you got there. Waltz, what are you doing here? I couldn't sleep, so I decided to continue working on some of my puppets. But I accidentally stepped on the broom and it went berserk. I turned around and grabbed Mr. Broom, leaning it against his designated spot on the wall. But why are you here? I heard a sound. As curious as always, that's gonna get you in trouble, you know. I don't need to be lectured by you. I apologize for waking you up. You should go back to sleep. I would not be here if I could sleep. I might as well stay for a while. If that's what you want. Waltz turns back to his puppets on the table. He leans down over the puppets, checking their seams. Since you're here, I think you can help me. Help you? A little chameleon. What do you think of my newest puppet? I look at Waltz in surprise. With his eyes so wide and his lower lip jutting out, he looks almost like a puppy begging for a treat. Is he expecting a compliment on the puppet? Well, I look closely at the puppet's eyes. It looks evil? Really? I'm glad to hear that. It's going to be the villain in my next show. Thank you for the help, Princess. I'm glad that my mentor approves. Mentor? Waltz is an answer. That's it? Indeed. I only offered an opinion, but he looks so happy. What a weird person. Waltz resumes his sewing in silence. He is very talented to be able to sew such a complicated animal. He probably has been doing this for a long time to be so skilled, possibly even longer than I expect, considering the nature of his curse. You look like you've got something on your mind, Princess. Well, you have never actually told me how to break your curse. I guess I haven't. Waltz clears his throat as he goes back to his sewing. I need to find Tinkerbell in Neverland. Oh, right, you don't know the story. Mother burned all the fairy tale books in the palace before I could read most of them, and nobody would ever tell me any of the stories. Mother always forbade me from talking about them. Peter Pan is the story of a boy who never grows up. He's accompanied by a fairy friend named Tinkerbell, and the two of them live together in Neverland. In my case, Tinkerbell is a key that can open Neverland. Neverland is a box, a family heirloom. My shadow is being kept in Neverland. That shadow is my magic. Once I get it back, my curse will break. Magic? I'm a witch princess. He says it so nonchalantly, like stating what his job is. He and Delora are the same? I have seen Waltz conjure flowers from thin air before, but I've never associated that with the type of magic that witches do. You're a witch? A cursed witch? How is that possible? Only a Tenenbaum Bear has the ability to curse another witch. It's why I can only do simple magic nowadays. If I ever want to cast proper spells again, I'm going to need to find Tinkerbell and Neverland. You don't know where Tinkerbell and Neverland are? No, I don't. Does that mean you're stuck in this form forever? How about a story?